up, guys? Welcome back to Deck in the Box, your boy Deckbox, and today we're gonna go over my undefeated deck profile. I went 5-0 on a local tournament, and this is actually Zoro, Green Zoro, and we're actually doing OP13 now. This leader it's not the best leader right now at this moment currently. I think Ace and Emo are top of the food chain. They're like top leaders at this moment. They have so much going for them, so much card advantage, so much late game um, plays. There's a lot of things like that makes those leaders so broken at the moment. But I decided to actually play this leader because I played it in OP12 and it was pretty broken. There are some new cards that have been added to the deck that makes this deck competitive, and that's the only thing I asked for: competitive decks that I could actually grind with the best decks. I think that it has good matches. I believe against Emu and Ace, I think it's a 50-50. And I like those kind of matches. I don't like auto losing to anything. So I don't like a deck that auto loses to any of the other decks. So it's always a grind against those matches, but that's why the reason that I picked this leader, because it does really good against the top decks. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know my matches. It was 5 rounds. First match was against Red Purple Roger. Amazing deck. That's one of my favorite decks out of this format. Unfortunately, it has a really tough time to this leader right here. Until we get the promo Roger. That deck, it's good, but it has a really tough times against Zoro. So that's the reason I wanted to test Zoro, and I changed. But I think Zoro is really good right now. So that was my first matchup. RP Roger. Second matchup, it was actually Ace. That's also a tough matchup. Like I said, it's a 50-50. Whoever sees their cards is gonna take it. There's no this format. I believe depends on the dice a lot, but also whoever sees their cards and their curve, I think, has a better chance of taking the game. The third matchup was another RP Roger. Since I know that matchup, it makes it a lot easier. I really grind that deck and really loved it. Actually, we'll try to play it afterwards once the promo comes out. So yeah, that was my third matchup. Fourth matchup actually was surprising. I didn't think I was gonna see a Bello Betty, and it was against Bello Betty. I'll let you know a card that actually I run it at 1, and it was clutch against that matchup. And also it was pretty tough. I just won dice roll, and I went second, so that kind of gave me the edge on that matchup. And the last and final matchup, which was the finals, was against Ace. I mean, like I said, that is it's a really good deck. Ace is a really good deck, and I think that whoever sees their cards is probably gonna take it. It comes down to the wire sometimes, and the swinging at the end, it matters a lot, because if you swing incorrectly, you potentially lose the game. But it came my way, and I went undefeated with this leader. I think this leader is it's pretty good at this moment. Not the best leader, but it's a good pick. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the deck profile and let you know pretty much the cards that I decided to play, and also at the end I'll let you know what cards I could actually based on my testing and tournaments, what cards I could change, what cards I could bump, and we'll take it from there. Well, let's start. First of all, standard. This is all the Zoro lists are pretty standard. Let me just put it here so you guys can see it. Actually 4 Peronas. Is the searcher of the deck. You need it. Your early game with Zoro is the most important. Early mid game is the most important thing about this leader. You have to have a strong early mid game in order for you to succeed with this leader. So having the searchers is always good. You have to. That's like a staple of this deck is the 8 searchers, which it's Perona and also Kiori. That's kind of like the staple of it. You have to, mandatory. You need to, because you have to see your pieces, your early pieces, which that's the hardest part about the deck. Just getting the first 5 cards in your hand and seeing what you need. Usually, if I get 2 of these or 1 of these, I try to keep because it searches and also makes you more closer to the pieces you need towards your 5 down turn, 7 down turn, and all that stuff. Or if you go second, you're 4 and 6 down turn. Going into the 2Ks, this is, I guess, preference between people. Some people play different 2Ks. I'm just gonna let you know the ones I played and just the reason and why. I played 2 of the Shimotsuki. I believe that's how it's pronounced. These names are hard. The reason it's searchable and also it's a 2K. The reason I played it is just the mirror, or against any of the probably road decks that have little blockers. Sometimes I could rest a 2 cost or less, and then I could KO 1 or less. I say the aggro matches, some aggro matches, I don't know, Red Zoro or any of those pesky matches that have pesky blockers and stuff like that. This is really good because it helps me establish a body that could swing and then KO something, rest something, and attack. So it's pretty good because of that. That's the only reason I played it. In this deck, I'll only play it at 2. The next card I played at 3 is Rikos Tashigi. I might bump this to 4, just in case there was a scenario that sometimes your ace matchup they could bounce your, let's say you have your law, they could bounce your law back to your hand and probably go for a game or something like that. If I have this out on the field, they will not be able to bounce it, and so that's kind of the reason I want to go to 4, just to test it out and see how it works. So I think it's really important. Or your Cavendish or anything that's putting a lot of value. You want to bounce it with Josu. I think this card will be really good in that matchup. So I think I'm gonna bump this to 4. I think that's the correct, and just go down on maybe one of these of the Motsuki. But I'll have to test more. But I think I run it at 3 and it runs fine, but in my testing, I think this needs to be at 4, in my opinion. The other 2K, I'm running it at 3. It's actually the Zoro. The reasoning is actually it's a blocker and also it's a 2K. Just sometimes we need kind of blockers because this deck, sometimes we get bricked up in the hand and they're probably gonna go for a game. So there's sometimes that I could actually play a blocker and kind of save myself. I have the law blocker, and then I can play this. I have 2 blockers. So this is actually just a 2K that I decided to play, and also it's because it's a blocker that it may help me in any situation that I'm in. So that's the only reason I kind of chose this 2K over any other ones. This 2K is mandatory. It's actually the 4 Draco Mihawks. Reason is because this is the kind of the early game turn for. If you have the Zoro in this in your early game, that's what you want to actually play, because it's actually a really strong play in early game pressure. That it's I think the best pressure for Zoro to apply to your opponent. So it has to be at 4 mandatory. So So which we come to the Zoro, the OP13 Zoro that made this deck better because the early game is really good. Just freestanding this at the end of the turn is broken. By the way, this is actually the end of your turn. Setting this character as active is mandatory. You have to do it. Let's say you pass turn and it happened in a tournament. I totally forgot that this restands. But it actually, you could restand it like because it's mandatory. So let's say you pass and you say pass and your Zoro is sideways. You could just restand it because it's mandatory. You have to do it. If your opponent doesn't say nothing and you forget, then it's just what it is. But if you pass turn and you haven't restanded, you could restand it because it's mandatory to restand. So there's no like, oh, I passed, you already passed. No, it's you have to restand it. So just little things, you know, little things with the new cards that some people don't know, but it's mandatory. So playing 3 of the Kuinas. This card is great. At the same time, is not that great. I mean, it's really good against Emu. Ace, it could be good if they play the Marco. But I think 2 will be fine. And just try to fit something else for this slot. But at the moment, I was playing 3, and 3 kind of came in clutch. But if you play 2, it's fine. I think 2 is fine. And there's no reason like to play 3. Maybe fit something else that you really want, like another attack that you want to like fit in. But with this undefeated, I went with 3. This is mandatory at 4. It's a kosher. Just this, you need to see this in your Emu matchup, because if you have a Zoro or a Tashigi or anything, playing this, they can't pop your anything. They only can pop this, and that buys you another turn to put more pressure. I think you have to have this at 4. It's mandatory at this meta right now. It's because of the popping of Emu, and Emu's really popular deck. I think the best deck besides Ace, you know. Another card that I think it's pretty mandatory at 4 is Cavendish. I think Cavendish, it's a really good card against Ace. Just because at late game, you really need to swing really big with your Zoro leader. And if you have a Cavendish, that makes you restand 2 more Dons that actually, that matters a lot. Just restanding the 2 Dons and attaching them to Zoro to swing, it's crucial. So I think this at 4, going wide, playing this, and then playing like a Tashigi, it has so much value because you're putting 2 bodies out, and then this card puts a lot of pressure just because it restands 2 Dons, and those 2 Dons could actually help you win the game. So I think this is mandatory at 4, and also it's a 5 Don play. You could play this on 5, restand 2, and then you could play Koshiro. Yep. So I think this is actually mandatory. I don't think that going down on it, it's good. I think 4, it's good. I say one of let me just move this leader here. I think one of the best cards that this leader could use is this card. It's a 5/7. Rest is a 6 or less. Base cost. Yes, 3 rested Dons to your leader. This is, a lot of people say that without Tashigi, this leader will be not that good, and I totally agree, because you want to see this card every game. This card is what puts the pressure, and then it swings 7, so it's amazing. I think this is mandatory at 4. You can't really go down. The new addition to the deck, which everybody's playing, and I think this card is so good because it puts a lot of pressure. You could do so many plays with this card. You could bounce anything, a Searcher, a 2K, play a Tashigi, play a Cavendish. It's so good. Sometimes when you don't have any of these, you could just go ahead and play the searcher again to search for anything that you're missing that you need. It has so many utilities. It's amazing, and it's a blocker, which that also comes in handy. Okay, the next card. I'm playing one of the Shanks. This card is amazing. If you hit this on curve, they make you go second, and you hit this on curve, this is amazing. This card is broken. By that time, you could just play this and start swinging with all the characters, because you could just use your tendon again to swing, and you're gonna put a lot of pressure by swinging big numbers. I think just playing this on 10 is really good. And it also is next turn is just the 12k swinger, which is so good against ace. So I think one of them is pretty good. One of the best events for this deck is this card right here, and you have to play it at 4. You have to. It's actually the restand event, and this is standard in a lot of the lists, which you have to see this at least. And also, I've been seeing a lot, and also it helped me in one of the games. It's actually the trigger. It makes your Zoro at 6k, so it makes it way easier to counter when they try to go for game. And let's say you hit this out of life. 6k leaders are always good because they make you easier, make your life easier to counter. So I think this is amazing out of trigger. Another card that I played at 1. It's actually won me actually a game. A couple games have won me. This card has won me a lot of games. It's DMG, and I only played at 1, that's the crazy thing. In testing, I think I'm just gonna go to 2. You need to see this card in your Emu matchup. Ace matchup also it's broken, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and play 2 of these. So 2 of these for sure. And then the last card, it's actually the zero cost event. Zero cost event, it's broken because sometimes you have bricks in hand, and makes you way easier to counter. 3k counter, it's always good. And also the triggers actually saved me from a potential big attack of in the Bello Betty matchup. I arrested one of his 4 costs, and it made him really hard to actually kill me. So I think against aggro matchups, it's really good because of the trigger. And it's a green event. It's searchable. So why not play it, you know? I think that this list is pretty standard. I don't think that anything else I will change, to be honest. I think everything looks pretty good. The only thing that I think that going forward, I'll be testing and see if I could change. It's probably play a 4th Tashigi, play a 2nd and DMG, and yeah, I think that's kind of the little changes I will make, and see everything looks good. But this is the deck profile, guys. OP13 Zoro, really good leader to play. By any means, I'm not saying this is the best deck. It's not the best deck. Best decks are Ace and Emu at the moment. Those are the 2 ones that are fighting for the top spot. And the reason that I actually played it, and I already said it in the beginning, is because it has good matches and 50-50 matches, and it doesn't have like an auto lose matchup. So that's the reason I'm playing it, guys. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me, all the views, all the subs, guys. Let's get to 500 subs. If I get to 500 subs, I'll do a little giveaway, just for my appreciation for you guys just tuning in into my channel, and me doing all this hard work to bring you guys some of the One Piece content that you guys like to see. when you guys are at work, when you guys are at home, when you guys are doing nothing, that you just want to like lay down and just watch some gameplay or something, and you tune in and look at all the matches on my channel. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Again, I can't be more thankful than anything. It's just an amazing feeling that you guys have been giving me, and let's keep it up. Let's get to 500 subs, please. I really would like that. And then the next goal will be 1K followers. That will be amazing, but it's one step at a time, and I want to get to 500 first. Once I get to 500, I'm gonna do something for you guys. So thank you very much. This is the deck profile, OP13 Zoro. Until next time, see ya.